AI today can do some absolutely incredible things. It can write code, it can compose music, it can even whip up some mind-blowing art. But for all that power, there's a surprisingly simple blind spot. One that keeps it from really truly understanding the world the way we do.
And it's a weird paradox when you think about it, isn't it? An AI can write you a beautiful sonnet about the Mona Lisa's smile, but if you ask it to just read a simple sales chart from a PDF, it often just completely falls apart. And that disconnect, well, it's at the very heart of one of AI's biggest hurdles.
So, here's the problem in a nutshell. On the left, you've got the world that AI is super comfortable in. It's a world made almost entirely of plain, simple text. But on the right, well, that's our world. Our information is this rich, messy, beautiful mix of text, images, PowerPoint slides, Excel sheets, you name it. There's this fundamental gap between how AI sees the world and how we actually share information.
And this gap has a name. Researchers call it AI's multimodal blind spot. It's the reason why so much of the world's actual knowledge has been pretty much invisible to even our most advanced AI systems. Now, the best tool we have for this kind of thing is a technique called RAG. That stands for a Retrieval Augmented Generation. The easiest way to think about it is like giving an AI a library card. It allows the AI to go out and look up fresh, relevant info from an external library, instead of just being stuck with the old books it was trained on. Pretty smart, right? Well, here's the catch. That library card only works in the text-only section of the library. The moment it gets to the aisles with charts, diagrams, or tables, the AI is effectively blind. It can't check out or read any of that crucial, non-textual stuff. And listen, this isn't just some minor inconvenience. In high-stakes fields, this blind spot can be downright dangerous. I mean, think about scientific papers, where the breakthrough discovery is right there, in a graph. Or in finance, where a massive market trend is visualized in a chart. Or even in medicine, where life or death data might be locked away in a diagnostic image. Our current AI systems are missing all of this. So what if we could give AI a library card that worked for everything? That is the huge idea behind a brand new framework from researchers at the University of Hong Kong. They're calling it RAG Anything, and it's designed to help AI finally see the whole picture. The real breakthrough here, what's really cool, is a total shift in perspective. So instead of seeing a document as just a pile of separate things, a paragraph over here, an image over there, RAG Anything sees it all as a web of interconnected knowledge entities. The caption is tied to the image, which is tied to the table it's talking about. It's all one unified story.
So how in the world does it do this? Well, the secret is this incredibly clever architecture the researchers called the dual graph. Basically, it builds two totally different complementary maps of all the knowledge in a document, and then it merges them together.
Okay, so the first map is the text-based knowledge graph. This is something we've seen before. It's really good at understanding the words in a document and all the relationships between them, how the concept of a honeybee relates to observation.
But this is where the magic happens. The second map is a completely new kind of graph, a cross-modal one. This map focuses on the document structure. It maps out the relationships between all the visual pieces, how a chart is positioned on the page, how a table is laid out, and how it connects to its caption, Figure 1, sales data.
And this is where it all comes together. RAG Anything literally fuses these two maps into one, and suddenly the AI has a single, unified view of the entire document. It gets the semantic meaning of the words and the structural context of the visuals all at the same time.
This unified graph allows for this incredibly powerful hybrid retrieval system. So using the structural map, it can navigate direct connections, kind of like a GPS following roads. But at the same time, using the semantic map, it can do a broader search for related ideas that aren't directly linked, kind of like a really powerful search engine. It's the best of both worlds.
Okay, so an awesome idea is one thing, but the real question is, does it actually perform any better? So the researchers put it through its paces on some seriously tough benchmarks, the kind designed to really challenge an AI's understanding of complex documents.
And the results? Well, they're pretty clear. On complex question-answering tasks with real-world documents, RAG Anything just blew the existing state-of-the-art methods out of the water. We're not talking about a small improvement here. This is a major leap forward in comprehension.
And check this out, it really shines on those long, dense documents. When it had to deal with reports over 100 pages long, where the evidence you need is scattered all over the place,
RAG Anything showed a massive performance jump of over 13 percentage points compared to the next best model. That just shows its ability to track context across a ton of information is a total game changer.
And just to be absolutely sure that the dual graph was the secret ingredient, they ran an experiment where they just took it away and used a more traditional approach. The result? Performance fell off a cliff. This proved that the graph architecture wasn't just a nice-to-have, it was absolutely the key to its success.
So, what does all this mean for the future? Why does a better document reading AI actually matter so much?
Well, this isn't just some incremental upgrade, it's a fundamental step toward an AI that can finally start to understand information the way we do. It's about moving from an AI that just reads our words to one that can read our charts, our tables, and our diagrams, an AI that can see the whole picture.
And that just leaves us with this one fascinating final question. Just imagine an AI that could instantly analyze every single medical study, every financial report, every scientific paper ever published, and not just understand the text, but all the crucial data locked inside the charts and images. What new discoveries could be unlocked? What problems could we solve? I mean, really, what becomes possible when AI can finally comprehend the full spectrum of human knowledge?